law firm can benefit from adopting video in a number of ways. It allows for true collaboration. People can be in different sites or different offices and really have a meaningful meeting together in a way that a telephone conference simply can't do. You can judge people's reactions. You can have a sense of what they're really trying to communicate to you. Often people have adopted video for travel avoidance, and that still remains a good reason to do it. If you can save even one cross-country or international trip, the video will pretty much pay for itself. Other firms are using it for interviewing of potential candidates, telecommuting. It really ends up relying on the imagination of the people using it. Once you begin to use it as an everyday tool, the possibilities literally are endless. Clients often are reluctant to use video if they haven't used business video before. Some people are a little shy about going on camera. Others have used the early versions of video conferencing, which were often inadequate. It was expensive equipment. Often the quality of the call was not very good. In the early days, high capacity telephone lines were used to transmit the signal, and a lot of people had very unsatisfactory experiences with it, and that reluctance has carried over. But people that use the video today have a different experience, and it's very different from something like Skype or FaceTime. A lot of people have used those services, and they're fine for an informal call within your family. But in a business context, you really need to hear every word. You need to have a stable call. Business video now is encrypted on both ends. You can share content if someone wants to discuss a document or changes to the document. So it's come to a much higher level of quality. And when people, including clients, more and more of whom are video enabled, use it in talking with their lawyers, now most find it to be a very satisfactory experience. The requirements for beginning to use business video have changed dramatically in the last few years. It was the case that a law firm or another enterprise had to invest quite a lot of money for the infrastructure that would be resident in their offices, for the units themselves, which could cost anywhere from $10,000 on up. But now, like so many things, much of video capability has moved to the cloud. So the equipment you need to have on site basically amounts to a microphone, a camera, and a screen. Using the network, you really can be enabled within a matter of a couple of days. What has happened is the quality of the endpoints or the units has become so good that it really comes down to the network as to what the quality of the call is going to be. And there are a number of network providers that will bundle the equipment together with the network services and the monitoring of the network so that the cost of the video becomes a monthly cost, just the way you would pay your cable bill or your telephone bill. And this means that there's really no capital expense. It means that it can be up and running in very little time. Also, because things have moved in this direction, it solved what was one of the early problems of video, which was interoperability. Different people would have units from different manufacturers. But when you have this sort of cloud-based network, those issues are resolved and interoperability is no longer a problem. I know of a number of examples where video has proved to be very beneficial for a law firm. I know of instances where people, particularly larger firms, would fly in candidates from all around the country for initial interviews, and now that's often done by video. There are commercial video rooms that can be rented around the country where a candidate could go, and many universities and law schools have video themselves. As I mentioned, a lot of firms are using video in the administration of their firms. Because there's a recording capability within the video. It can be used for practicing for court appearances, for instance. The most innovative use of video that I'm aware of is one lawyer who wanted to have a closer connection with the general counsel who were his primary clients. And he ended up purchasing and putting a video unit on the desk of each of his general counsel clients, and he assured me that that gave him a connection to those clients that none of his competitors had.